Colonial Tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Banished with the Colonial Charter mod, with me, BlueAnkylo. In our last and first episode of this map, we, did the basic town setup. We got the gathering going, the fishing, the firewood chopping, the log gathering, all the basic minimum setups. And we tested out the tiny shacks that built rather quickly, but they don't support very large families. So we'll probably be upgrading most of the people to wooden houses today, if I can make it. And other than that, we're just going to keep expanding at a controlled rate, basically. We don't want to grow faster than we can upgrade our food income. So, we've got one gatherer's hut here, one fishing dock. I'll probably want a hunting lodge, and I may just initially put another gatherer's hut up here as I prepare to start expanding a proper hub with a big market and all that fun stuff. Or over here. There's lots of room over here, too, for that matter. We are playing a larger map, although with a harsh climate and some swamp. Also, it's important at before too much longer that I find out what kind of... What am I looking for? Food. What kind of seeds for crops we have. Because I think I selected medium plus last episode, so we should start with some seeds and maybe some orchards. And I think it even mentioned that you start with some animals, so I should get that going pretty quickly. But I didn't want to start farming on the first year, probably not even the second year, just because it takes so long to set up. I need food right now. Other than that, would be something good to plan for early. Yeah, the hunting cabin. Do I want to do that right now? The first thing we're going to run out of, the next thing we're going to run out of will be clothes. Medicine, actually. Okay, hold on. Yeah, we don't want our health to drop, so let's get a herbalist going. Where's that? Herbalists are easy. It's only one person. I always forget where these things are. Herbalist with the little plant, with the little happy sign there. Plant sign, okay. I will put it here. Should be fine. Okay. We'll let that get built. Still on 5x speed, so it should go pretty quickly. Get the herbalist going, then get a hunting lodge going. That way we'll have access to some leather before too long. And then we can build a tailor shop, and we'll at least have some basic clothes income. And, of course, the hunting lodge does get us some food, which is always appreciated. We'll start building some more houses before too long. Probably out this direction. Might leave a little gap for a bridge somewhere along there. Okay, we chopped all the firewood we needed for now. That's fine. The person who was working there will now default to labor, which there's lots of labor to do generally, so that's fine. Let's. This is gonna bug me, so let's make sure someone picks up this piece of iron. There you go. I can't just leave that there. And I'll probably pick up. Let's just queue up this stone while I'm looking at it. We've got a pretty good supply of stone right now. It's more important to get these trees, maybe, if I want to keep growing quickly. These are all just freshly planted trees. It'll take a long time for them to grow up. A couple years, I believe. I'm just deciding. I think I'll go herbalist, hunter, road, and then more houses. That's kind of my plan order. Maybe a road up this way too. Did I not? I must have queued that stone up. Yeah, someone will do it. Is that more stone there that I missed? Sure is. There's more stone hiding in there too. Keep those stocks nice and full. Food. I am a little bit concerned that we aren't going to keep up with the food production. Probably building a road to connect this up would be the best way to help out quickly. So we got a herbalist that will keep the health up, hopefully. Yeah, let's get this road going. I will build the... Don't want to build it like that. No, I want to go up to like here, and then diagonal it. That's fine. I want to get that road built quickly so that maybe our gathering hut is a little bit more efficient, because people will get there and back to their house a little bit quicker. Same with... It'll just make everything down this way a little bit more efficient. People can get back and forth a little bit faster. And I'll probably do the same thing over this way. Although, if that's a hill... Yeah, we'd have to go around the long way. Well... I did leave a little path here. That's not bad. I don't know how many people will take it. Yeah. Something like that will probably get used. And I can chop most of these trees down. In fact, I can chop all of those trees down, so... As we get low on logs, we'll do that. This side's cleared out, so we got room to expand. This way will be our little mini forest setup. You know how I like these little hubs with the 4 types of foresty buildings. People are building pretty quickly. I mean, I do it on 5 times speed, so things go pretty quick. Herbalists, that'll keep the medicine okay. In fact, I expect 1 herbalist will make way more medicine than we need, which is totally cool. Do we have anybody ready to move out? Yeah, 1 person ready to move out. That's it. And also, like, people don't... I don't think that in a tiny shack, this couple, Zacham and Kaylee, they won't have any more children until Oswaldo grows up and leaves, because each house has a max of 3 people. So as soon as I get Elena out, then this house, they could have another kid if they want. And they're pretty young, right? So, not that that's always a good idea to just expand like crazy, but that's the general idea, right? It's inbreeding simulator. Some people have said that before. I don't really have a lot of spare laborers right now. I was thinking about building that hunting camp. Let's get some more houses going, honestly. So, I am going to want to destroy these. I probably need to build like 5 or 6 new houses before I can even destroy those, so it's difficult to catch up like that. But the sooner I catch up and have some spare houses, the sooner I can get rid of these, and that's probably for the best. Let's do some piggyback houses here in a nice little 4x4. And yeah, then we'll put a road in between. And we'll do another 4x4 here. Okay, and then once those are set up, I will I'll build a road around them all. And that should be enough houses for our people to move out, and also keep our builders busy all year round, basically. Probably use up all of our wood. And if by then a couple more people are grown up as laborers, I'll get my hunting camp going. Probably winter by then. I can start working on the bridge, start considering some more food pretty soon. Once the hunting's working, I can start getting some clothing on the works. Houses get built pretty quickly when they're all centered in town here. So nobody moved into these instantly. It means I can start demolishing these. Remove structure. Bam. Oh, someone mentioned that there was supposed to be a way to upgrade a wood house to a stone house. Indeed there is, and I should have used that last time when I was playing my first campaign. I didn't even notice that button. Sneaky. That'll be second house. Oh yeah, we're building houses super fast. Well, times 5 speed, you know how it goes. I missed more little details, but progress happens really quickly. We're definitely getting some medicine going. Probably have more foresters than I need, but for now that's okay. Gathering is working out pretty well for now. Food is indeed holding steady for the moment. Yeah, they get moved out as soon as I signal them to be destroyed, and then somebody takes out all of the goods, the storage out. Yeah, so I can queue up one more destruction. And then as soon as this is finished, I can evict these people as well. Alright. One person, yeah, there you go. Everyone will have a proper wooden house now. Woohoo! Success! I just figured it'd be smarter to get that done now than to wait later on for that, basically. And it kind of means we break even for the total number of families, which is fine. I didn't want to grow super fast at the moment anyway. We'll get that those built, and then we'll switch back to some more food income. Let's do some hunting. So if I build this... Yeah, I'll build it on the closer side to town. It'll be fine. Let's also set up some trees to be harvested. What I'd like to do is get up to the tree limit so that my forester just lets the trees grow a little bit so that maybe these other buildings work a little bit more efficiently is what I'm thinking. I could just set them to, instead of cutting and planting, to just let them plant for a while. But I'll manually set some trees to be chopped. Alright, so I think one more person will want to move out rather soon, although hopefully this person can marry someone else, like you, Yoland. Or Elena. Yeah, there should be some places for people to move in as they grow up and move out. There's a lot of single people in their own houses right now. Firewood, good. Food, pretty solid. I'm a little bit concerned that we chopped down all the trees and the gatherer's going to do horrible this year. Not much better than the first year, and they worked a lot longer. So I got to get some more food going, basically. Yeah, let's upgrade this to 3 for now. I know we don't have a lot of spare workers right now. Maybe cut back here. Oops, that's the wrong one. Well, I need to do both then, basically. And then we can set up a couple hunters. So there we got still 4 gatherers, 2 hunters, 3 fisherers. I actually think cutting down the gatherers is smart so I can work the fishery better, more often. I think what's going to happen is, I think we've probably gathered all there is to gather, so having lots of people working here is not really helping the overall food income. Either that or, who knows. So then the foresters will just plant, seeing as I'm over the limit now, like I planned for a while. We'll start getting some hide before too long, and I'll set up a tailor shop, because we're down to 5 clothes left. Then we'll want to start thinking about tools. I think I have to select that stone. Shan't leave that there. Actually, while I'm thinking about travel, let's throw in a bridge. Right here? Or right here? Let's build it along this path. 52 wood and 13 stone. We can certainly afford that. And I may as well queue up the road that connects to it. I don't know what I'll build along there. Maybe just a couple more houses, to be honest. I could put that little, I think maybe the next thing I'll build after the tailor shop is the, what's it called? Small vendor, small market. I think we're doing pretty good to start. I mean, who knows what disasters lay ahead, but still. Now, the herbalist, again, probably not getting as many herbs as one may like, just because of the lack of fully grown trees. So not a very... this is looking really, really, like, over-harvested. Once this bridge gets done, I'll be happier to send people tree cutting over that way. I'm going to try to keep our lumber or our logs over 200 if I can. If I can. Oh yeah, we're getting tons of fish from this dock. Very nice. Glad I put that there. And I mean, the Gatherer's Hut is doing good too. It's just not... I've seen them where like each row was like 900 to 1,000. So you made like 4,000 food from 4 people, which is insane. But I think it requires a bigger forest with less mountains in the way and less clear cutting. Still, it doesn't look like we're any risk of starvation at the moment. Tools and clothing really should be the priorities at the moment. Okay, so now we've got our first bridge built. I can send people over here to cut down some trees. And I think I will. Just some. Just the ones right close by, basically. And that should keep our stock high enough that we just let these grow for a while. Made it through another winter by the looks of things. And we should start having some hides come in somewhere around now. Not a lot, or some leather, I guess. Actually, I don't even know for sure, because I believe, you know, Colonial Charter, some of the new stuff they've added was like tanning and stuff, I think. So it could be that I can't actually even make clothes that easily using the hunting. It brings in leather... But can we turn leather into clothes, or do we have to do an intermediate step? So the tailor is what I usually did. I usually built. Let's put one down. Sort of up close with everything for now. This is fine. We'll get that built. Cuts into the forester just a teeny tiny bit. Good work, you peoples. I like my division of workers at the moment. As long as we're making enough food, I'm happy with my current setup. Someone should just kill some of these things. They're noisy, and we kind of need the food and the hides, so just get rid of them. I wish the game prioritized the buildings I put down more than the chopping of trees that I designate, right? Like, I think that by default, when I say build a building, that should mean that the stuff that's in the way is higher priority than, oh yeah, I told you guys to chop some trees down a while ago, right? In my head, that's how it would work. Anyway, it'll get built quick enough. Stocks are still looking pretty good. Burning through a fair bit of our stone, as usual, but it's okay. Over the iron. I will want to get... I'll probably build a blacksmith right away, too. I mean, we're getting pretty low on tools. And there's enough iron lying around that I should be able to build iron tools for a fair while. But we'll get this finished before people start freezing to death. I have to say, food appears to be rising, so I'm not in any danger yet. Medicine is available. It's doing pretty good for our 3rd year, starting our 3rd year. We've got children, population's growing. I don't want to build too many more houses at the moment because, you know, the ratio of adults to babies is pretty high. So it does say it just needs leather. So we may not have a whole lot of leather available just yet, but we'll get some. We've made 10 leather so far. That's enough for maybe 10 clothes. I don't know. I can't remember if it's 1-to-1. Maybe 2-to-1 or something of leather to clothing. And then I want to get, yeah, the tool maker, blacksmith. Considering just getting rid of one of these stockpiles and putting it right here. Yeah. There may not be quite enough room, but I'll build another stockpile further away if I need it. Remove this building. And the reserve of logs is low. Oh, wow. We did just burn through a ton of logs. Oh, no. No, we didn't. It's because we just need to move over. That's all that is. We're low on logs. BlueAnkylo told us to move them. Now we don't have them. We can't find them. Alright, hold on. Better pause. Or is there enough room to store? It just goes to the storage barn, doesn't it? Oh, no. It just goes on the ground. Okay, so they're not smart enough. Or for whatever reason, they're not allowed to put logs in the barn. Yeah. Near capacity. Okay, hold on. That's never happened to me before. We'll just put another one of these here for now. That's fine. That's totally fine. Tools is low. Yeah, I'm working on it, game. Didn't you? You should be listening. Can't you hear what I'm telling people? Can't you tell I'm trying to get a blacksmith built? Should have known that I was mousing over the blacksmith and trying to get one set up. Yeah, you definitely don't want to run out of tools. This could be bad. Come on, people, get this built. Quickly! Quickly, quickly! I'm not even going to queue anything else up until this is done. I'd like to go chop some more trees down and stuff, but... Actually, it's fine. Now that the builders are at it, let's go queue some more tree choppage. Those trees are out of the range, but they're in the range of the gatherers, so I'll leave them. Let's just send some people to chop this little section down. We're actually pretty good on logs, but I just want to stay on top of it. I'd like to have more than 200, as I explained. I don't know what happens if you queue up stuff on the opposite side of a river that you have no bridge to. I imagine bad things. I don't think people could get around it. Unless they, like, walk all the way off the map and then come back. That would be really bad if that happens. Oh, you know what I haven't set up yet? Not that I use these all the time, but I should get my, my locations, my map set up. So now I press Z and bam. Right there. Alright, so we ran out of, hides, probably, or some leather, probably. That's expected, really. Maybe I'll put one more person into the hunting department. There you go. One person, no tools. Sorry about that, dude. What's your job, anyway, by the way? So, oh, of course! Isn't that just typical? The guy that makes the tools is the one that ran out of tools first. How appropriate is that? Ugh. Hurry up and get some tools. I imagine he's going to build tools slower than normal, because he doesn't have a tool to start with. Oh, now he's a tailor. Good. Let someone else be the blacksmith that knows how to do this. Oh, that was just so typical. You'd think that the people with no tools would just, you know, they would default to, like, hauling or something, like he is doing. Oh, game. Okay. Firewood good, logs good, stone getting low, iron okay for now. Tools should start turning around. We can make crude tools or iron tools. That's new. Why don't we just make iron tools? Maybe it uses up more iron and logs? Wow, dress coats, full coats. It's cool. There's nothing that requires wool and leather this time, unless maybe you have to turn something into linen. That's another step. Gotta pay attention to the new stuff. Whenever there's a new building, I gotta look into it, make sure everything's cool. You know, maybe I could have upgraded the little, shacks, too. Who knows? Okay, we got people being born. Food is definitely going up. That's good. I'm actually really happy about that. Maybe the mod changed it so fishing is better. Because I had some bad luck or just bad experiences with fishing before. Let's build another fishing dock. Well, no. Why would I do that? There's not really enough. I need stone. Let's just send people to go pick up stone. I don't have enough people available, really, to make any more buildings, so... Let's just go collect stuff over here. Collect this stuff. Should have collected this first, probably. Probably build a bridge that goes across that little thing. Let's do that, too. Gives our builders something to do. Let's just build a little bridge. Right here. That one doesn't cost as much because it's little. Then we've got a way to get across the little river. This might be a good spot for a fishing dock. Nice big circle around that little edge there. Let's just see how it looks. Food, fish. Oh yeah, that'd be good. Maybe not quite as good as the lake one, but that's still... Actually, it might even be better than the lake one. Very nice little bend in the river there. Maybe one here. Maybe one here. And here. This one would be for the other side. Similarly, something... somewhere along here. I'm sure I can fit one in. Maybe. Maybe that's a bit of a stretch. But, you know, the lake, maybe this is just a really fertile lake. There's many a fish in there. Alright, are we stable? We've got clothes, food, medicine, tools, clothes, tools, medicine, food, firewood. I think we're stable. I think we're doing good. Could consider getting a school before too much longer. Education helps a lot. It would slow down our growth in a way, but that's... You know, I think it's better in the long run to have educated people sooner than just to keep expanding the labor population really fast. I think it's probably a better idea to take it slow. So let's build our schoolhouse right away. Honestly, I think that's smarter this way. Get them educated quickly, so I don't get a huge, you know, glut of uneducated workers. Let's keep this working. I think I noticed last time that there was a big dip once the educated workers started dying off and being replaced by uneducated. I think a lot of my income, my resource income, went way down until the next generation smartened up with education. So I'd like to have less of that this time around if I can do it, and I don't see why not. It only cost me one worker. It's really more the extra 6 years, or, well, 6 seasons probably of learning rather than working. And of course the horrible student loans. Can't forget about those. Alright. Stone is okay. Yeah, we used up all of the wood, of course. This forest is still not really super profitable, probably. Does it use... No, they don't really use that area very much. Let's just chop some of these trees down. What am I low on? Firewood. Wow. So, what does that mean? That means... I think this is getting rid of the reeds. I don't want to get rid of the reeds. That means I should increase the stock of firewood next year. Because he had enough logs, he just stopped building it, and then once it got winter, we used it all up. And all wooden houses. Once we start getting... Abajigyag? What the heck kind of name is that? Once we start getting... once we start using up our 200 a year, then we need to have a bigger stockpile, basically. But yeah, oh yeah, sorry, I was saying the wooden houses. You do use up more firewood keeping these hot. Still got clothes, still got tools. I suppose, yeah, the blacksmith is probably burning through a lot of our wood supply. It may be wiser to go with crude tools before iron tools, and I just jumped the gun there a little bit, but whatever. Oh, you can change to a large smithy. That's cool. I didn't even see that. I gotta check for those little buttons. Clothier. You can change from a tailor to a clothier. That one doesn't have an upgrade. These goes to stone house. No upgrade for the school. I can change the storage barn to a storage warehouse. That's cool. I gotta remember about those buttons. That's cool. It's good stuff. So still just low on firewood. I think it's a fine. I'm pretty sure one woodcutter can manage. It's just gonna take a bit of time to build up a good stock. Harsh weather, it's fair. It's a lot colder in this town than my last town. Did I build my bridge over here? Yeah, little bridge over there. Let's collect those trees over here too. As well as the iron. I should have just collected all the resources, to be fair. And stone. Could have just done that with one click and drag rather than 3. Okay. So edumacation is going way earlier than the last game. Could look at some of the new buildings maybe before we end today's episode. Probably not a bad idea. How is the income over here? Yeah, it's still doing okay. I think it would do better if I let the trees grow, maybe. Or maybe it's just because there's a lot of section in the mountains, right? Like, well, it's got to be like 70% ready to go. Probably I don't have enough workers either. Well, I don't know. Either there's not enough space, not enough trees, or not enough workers. Could be a combination of any of that. Got lots of venison last year. Well, more than 200 per person. It's okay. Only have 2 foresters working. Let's take one of these guys down and move them over to the Gatherer's Hut. The Gatherer's Hut should be more efficient than the Hunting Lodge, honestly. And then one herbalist is not getting very many herbs because I'm not letting the trees grow long enough. They're getting chopped down as soon as they fully grow. That's probably the problem there. But we have some medicine, so it's okay for now. Got... Wow! Look! That's insane! I have never seen a fishing dock do that well. The mod must have changed the formula for fishing. I mean, this is probably the best fishing dock I've ever built, but I don't think I've barely seen half as much of that on my best fishing dock in my first town. That's great. Really great. Alright, so fishing is definitely a lot more viable now. So probably putting another fishing dock on the other side. Maybe another one kind of at this little corner. That's going to be a lot more likely to be my next food choice because it seems like it works. Let's see if I can find something new to build today before I wrap things up. Pause it for a second. I've been considering building a rural market. Oh, it's huge still. Okay, that's the same size as an old market. That's the same size as the markets used to be. With all kinds of roads inside them. Central market. Little stalls. Do the stalls go in this or around it? Maybe that's how it works. Or maybe the stalls are meant for a local area. Like I would build a stall here. Like maybe a protein stall for the hunting. And clothes, textiles. Vegetables would cover a lot of our gathering stuff, probably. Onions, roots, mushrooms, blueberries. Interesting, okay. Trading post again. I probably will want to get a trading post before too long. I can sell excess medicine and firewood if I ever get excess of either of that. Which we're not ready for, so that's fine. Dry storage. Nice looking building. Grain silo. Root cellar. What's that hold? Roots? Fruits and vegetables. That's fine. I don't know why you need these instead of a barn exactly, other than just for more storage, but we'll get to them. I could build a parish. I mean, my people are happy, but yeah, let's build a parish. Let's test out a couple more little buildings. We'll get that going, and if I can find one more little thing to get started on, well, we do know a reason to have one of these, so we'll get that queued up. And that'll use up like all of our stone. Maybe one more new building. Water wheel is for grain. Windmill, same thing basically, except it requires fancy stuff. Butchery, to butcher your livestock. So does that mean before I get a pasture going, I need to get a butcher stall going? Gathering, oil, apiary. Produces honey for food and beeswax, which can be made into candles. Oil press gets oil from sunflower, flax, cotton, and whale blubber. Where do you get whales? I thought we were kind of inland. Bakery, that's good. Sugar house, sounds sweet. Preserves. Wharf. Wow, there's a lot of stuff. There is a ton of things to try out. Building sheds. Bundling, sorry. Organics are gathered and cut into usable bundles as fuel for fires. Shore house. Sand and clay can be dug up for glass and bricks. Chandlery. Not chandlery. Glass works. Charcoal burner. Can't build that. Ropery. I think I saw how we needed that for some of the other buildings. some of the houses. Weavers, mine, quarry as before. Students are coming around. Iron is low, right. I'll have to go find some more iron pretty soon. What do we do with those reeds, right? Like, I kept seeing reeds by the water line. What do we do with them? Did I just miss them, or... Back alley. We're definitely going to build a back alley. Don't you doubt it. Should be under, like, food or something? What was the shore house? What was that about? Oil press, apiary, bakery, sugar house. Processes sugarcane. Are these sugar canes then? Is that what they're supposed to be? Very inefficient. Oh, so it's... Oh, you can turn maple sugar into sugar. That's more okay. Well, if all you get out of those is sugar, I don't know if that's something I'm going to prioritize. Preservis, that's kind of cool. Need sugar. Pickles, that's kind of cool. Pretty high tier food building. Lots of cool stuff to build. I definitely need a lot more laborers for this stuff to get going. Bundling shed. That might be useful, I don't know. Organics are gathered, cut into usable bundles as fuel for fires. Sawmill produces firewood faster. Steel tools. Okay, so advanced tech. What are these guys called? Woodcutter. There's a lot of cool stuff, but I'm not ready to build most of it. All right, parish house, assumedly, will provide us the happiness that we get from churches, or chapels, or whatever they're called. 4 students, yeah, we're going to have a bit of a rut for a while our students get educated, so we're not going to get a lot of laborers for a little bit. Once they start graduating, it'll be back to normal. Come on, parish house. I know I've only got one builder set right now, but gotta get that finished. Alright. Takes one person. Got a really big front door. It looks like a barn, basically. Let's just assign one 34. So it doesn't hold nearly as many. Like, even the smallest chapel before, the normal chapel, was like 200. This looks like maybe 100. That's fine. Let's send some more people out to cut some trees down, and then we'll probably call it an episode. Oh, those are currently being chopped down. We're just waiting for people to get it done. I don't have a lot of workers right now. I don't have a lot of laborers right now. Yeah, that's disappointing. So getting stuff chopped and all that is difficult. I don't think I can take very many people off of the food work right now. Although our fishing dock is doing amazing. The hunting cabin is doing fine. Gathering. Not as good as I was hoping. I'm going to actually turn this down just to... I keep whiffling. I keep going up and down on this one. But I just don't think there's enough food possible to harvest that warrants having 4 people there. Even 3. 2 foresters is fine. I kind of queue up tree chopping when I need it anyway. And then, yeah, we're not getting a whole lot of herbs. But we also don't need a whole lot of medicine because there's not very many people. So it's fine. Blacksmith has created enough tools for now. I'm not going to want them to build any more because we're kind of short on iron anyway, so that's fine. There's a little bit of iron over here I can queue up for now. As always, we have to start thinking about our quarries before too long. Doesn't look like there's any close iron up on this side. More stone over there when we need it. Mostly we're just missing the trees right now. Alright, well, I think Got schoolhouse, we got a parish house, we got our tailor going, our blacksmith going, we got hunting cabin. This was a good episode. Decided fishing was working really well. Got a few years, 2.5 years done. Yeah. Yeah, one woodcutter can definitely cut enough wood. It's just a matter of how much do I stockpile. Okay. Thank you for watching, folks. Hope you've enjoyed. I'm going to take a bit of a break. We even got our well built, so if there's a fire, we're ready to go. And yeah, a happy little town. Not a whole lot of colonial buildings in yet, other than, you know, one parish house. But I think most of the colonial buildings, the colonial charter mod buildings, require some advanced processing. And I think, first off, it's still all about the food and the basic necessities. So now that we've got that covered, next episode I might consider building some more houses. Once the school starts popping out graduates, we'll get a bunch of skilled labor, and we'll start thinking about expanding across the river. Alright folks, thanks for watching. Hope you have enjoyed, and have a great day.